All right, let's talk about something that's going to totally change the way you learn and remember stuff. I'm talking about note making. And no, this isn't just about, randomly scribbling in a notebook. It's about building an actual system for your brain. So let's dive right in.
Okay, be honest. Have you ever read something really important, like for a test or a big project, and then it's just gone? Like you close the book and you can't remember a single key idea? It's so frustrating, right? It feels like you just wasted all that time.
But here's the thing, and this is a real game changer. The problem probably isn't your memory. Nope, it's your system. Or, the fact that you don't really have one. And that's exactly what we're going to fix today. We're going to build that system together, right from scratch.
So, what is this secret weapon for learning? It's all about note-making. It sounds simple, and it is, but it's also incredibly powerful. It's a method for taking huge chunks of information and shrinking them down into something your brain can actually grab onto and remember.
So, at its core, this is what we're trying to do. We're not just copying text word for word. That's pointless. We're creating a super brief, personal record of the most important ideas. Think of it like a custom-made tool built specifically for your brain.
Now, this is a really important point. Note-making is not the same as summarizing. Not at all. Note-making is for you. It's your personal code, your shorthand. But summarizing, that's for other people to read. It's a formal report. I love this analogy. Notes are like the raw ingredients, and the summary is the final, cooked meal you serve to someone else.
All right, so like any good system, there are a few rules to the game. But don't worry, they're super simple. Once you get these down, you'll be able to break down any piece of text, no matter how complicated it seems.
So, what should you be using? Well, first off, just words and short phrases. Forget full sentences. We want speed. You'll also want to use a logical sequence, and definitely use abbreviations like gov for government and symbols like the percent sign. It saves so much time. But the real magic here? Indentation. This is how you create a visual map of all the ideas.
Okay, and just as important is what to avoid. Number one, get rid of full sentences. They're way too slow. Also, no diagrams. And this is a big one. Keep your own opinions out of it. We're just capturing the facts here. And of course, no repeating yourself. The goal is simple. Get the most information down with the least amount of writing.
Okay, so we've got the rules down. Now, how do we actually do this? Let's walk through a step-by-step method that you can use on literally anything you read.
Here's the 6-step plan. Step 1, just read through the whole thing once to get the main idea. Don't take any notes yet. Step 2, now go back and underline the keywords and main sentences. Step 3, read it again, but this time ask questions. What's happening? When did it happen? How? Then you're going to give your notes a title, make some headings, and use that all-important indentation to keep it clean.
And this is what that indentation looks like. See that? You've got your main point, and then tucked right underneath it, you have your subpoint. Then maybe even a sub-subpoint under that. It's not just a boring list anymore, is it? You're actually building a visual map of how all the ideas connect to each other. It's brilliant.
Okay, theory is great, but let's see how this works in a real example. Let's say you're reading a report and you see this sentence. The entire area beyond is densely mined. How do we turn that into a quick, useful note?
Boom, it becomes this, 1.2 area beyond, densely mined. See what happened? The 1.2 tells us exactly where it fits in our structure. It's the second subpoint of the first main idea. We've just cut out all the extra words and kept only the absolute must-know info. Super quick, super clear.
So now you've got this awesome, super organized set of notes. What's next? Well, now you can easily turn them into a summary. This is where you take your personal notes and make them presentable for other people.
Right, so a summary is basically the final product you'd show someone else. You're taking your own internal shorthand and translating it back into plain English that anyone can understand. It's a clear report.
And how do you do it? It's pretty straightforward. You just expand your notes back into full sentences. You add some connecting words to make it all flow nicely, and you make sure it's really precise and clear. But, and this is key, you leave out all the extra examples and long explanations.
Here's a great rule of thumb to remember. A good summary should be about 1/3 the length of the original text. That's it. This little rule forces you to be really sharp with your editing and to only keep the absolute most important stuff.
All right, so we've covered the what, the why, and the how of note-making, but let's wrap up by talking about what this really does for you. This is where you unlock your real learning power.
So why does all this matter?
Well, for one, it keeps information ready for you to grab at a moment's notice. It helps you actually reconstruct and remember what you learned. It makes studying for exams or prepping for work way faster. And honestly, it just makes huge, complex topics feel manageable.
Look, you now have a framework to turn a total mess of information into clean, organized knowledge. It's like a new superpower for your brain. So the only question left is, what complex idea are you going to master next?
Prepared by K. Rajendra Prasad.